Who's scoring big this NBA season? You are! With all the new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From monster slams to dishing the rock to cleaning the glass, get behind your favorite player and prop bets you can make on DraftKings, home of the NBA player props. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like picking how many points your favorite player will have. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Take it to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVE. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network. So I have to take a break from all the jokes here for just a second and put my serious voice on, because I would never ever joke about a 5G network that has invested billions in building 5G towers across the country. Not even once. Not even if Mr. Boost Mobile himself asked me to. There's nothing funny about it. Boost Mobile is now legit nationwide 5G network and also provide coverage across 99% of America. Seriously, visit boostmobile.com or your nearest Boost Mobile store location to learn more. Boost Mobile Network, together with our roaming partners, covers 99% of the U.S. population. 5G speed, not available in all areas. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Did you know colon cancer is considered one of the most preventable yet least prevented cancers? When caught in the early stages, colon cancer has a survival rate of 90%. So screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. That's why the American Cancer Society recommends that if you're at average risk, you begin screening for colon cancer at age 45. And a convenient way to do that is with Cologuard test. The Cologuard test allows you to be in control of your colon cancer screening through prescription-based tests delivered to your door with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. No liquid prep, no days off, no invasive procedures. Plus, Cologuard test is affordable. Most insured patients pay $0, and a follow-up colonoscopy is needed after a positive Cologuard test. This is usually covered by insurance also. So if you're 45 years of older and at average risk, you can ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use Cologuard test if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease, and certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopies. High-risk patients' Cologuard test in adults 45 to 49 is estimated based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Hello, it's your favorite Uncle Shannon Sharpe, and I'm a Rose sponsor. I'm also a customer. Women can sense confidence and how sexy they think that is. Therefore, worrying about your erection can affect your swag in the bedroom. Spontaneous sex can be hot and exciting. Men, you can feel like a superhero when you get hard, fast in those situations. Rose Sparks are 2-in-1 prescription treatment for stronger, harder erections. They hit the bloodstream faster because they dissolve under the tongue. And getting harder, faster means having more sex. After they dissolve, they work in about 15 minutes on average. Rose Sparks stays active in your system up to 36 hours, so you can go back to back to back. Three-peat, round after round. Be ready in the morning. Roe connects guys with a medical provider 100% online, so there's no awkward conversation with in-person providers. If approved, treatment ships directly to your door. If prescribed, new sexual health patients get $15 off Roe Sparks on a reoccurring plan. Connect with a provider at ro.co/nightcap to find out if a prescription Roe Sparks are right for you. That's ro.co/nightcap for $15 off your first order. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, or manufacturing reviews. For full safety information, go to ro.co/safety-info. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Y'all know me. I'm your favorite unk, Shannon Sharpe, that guy, the Liberty City legend, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, all pro. That's Chad
Yeah,
Ochocinco Johnson.
that's me.
Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support. We greatly, greatly appreciate your continued support because you've been with us through thick and thin from the very beginning until the very end. And we cannot thank you enough. Make sure you check out Shea by Portier. We do have it in stock. What better way to celebrate 2025 and all the great accomplishments that you will have? If you cannot find Shea by Portier in a city or a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Shay Media and my clothing company, 84. Hey, you see what Ocho? They
Hey,
got this with what?
oh man, like time out. Come on, we supposed to be partners now, Unc. Now, come on, don't do
I
it like
bought this
you bought it from where?
in New Orleans. They were selling them in New Orleans.
Hold on. If we have merch, right?
Yes,
As a partner of yours, this is
yes,
something we did together. This is joint. You hear me?
yes,
When you do
yes.
something as a joint, if you got something, then I should have something. If you bought one, then you should buy me one. And then the same goes. If I see something I like, when I get one, I'm gonna get you one too. Now we got to move. One band, one sound.
Hey, you should ask Rail. Rail bought one.
Who?
Rail, Relle, Rail,
Praise God.
Hell Rail.
Praise God. Praise God. I would have liked some of the merch too. Like, listen, I'm in the Bahamas.
Ocho, I bought it. You make it seem like they comped me this. I purchased it.
Okay, but listen, if we had a show, if we in New Orleans, we did a show together. In your mind should have clicked. Boom, if I'm buying a shirt, let me get a 2X for Ocho too. Like, how did that not cross
What
your
I
mind?
did is that my team, there's Shelly, you had Doug and Ryan, that was there. Rail was there. My team went back, pulled money out, said, hey, they got your merch up. Would you like some? I said, yeah, get t-shirts. Got my brother, extra triple X, 3 of them. I got myself something.
Hold on, you got yourself something. So you just ain't think about me at all, huh?
No, my team got me something.
Oh,
They
so
said
your
we had
team,
y'all merch.
so hold on, okay. So now you putting the onus on your team. So your team ain't even think about me when they was buying shirts.
Yeah, because they walked right past Rail and she was checking out. Rail was checking out. You had Doug there. Hey, Chad, what y'all think about this?
I think your team should have thought about me.
No, hey, Chad, what y'all think? Merchandise that
Listen.
Ocho and I, yeah, we're partners in Nightcap. I purchased this out of my pocket. He make it seem like it was comped. I purchased it.
I didn't say ain't nothing wrong with you purchasing it. If I see something you like, I'm gonna purchase it too.
Hey, I like that. I like that coloring.
Which one?
The black with the white guts.
Listen, I say you mine.
No. You said if I like something, you gonna get it for me. That's what you just said.
Listen, now we talk about two different things. We talk about a coloring, a Rolls Royce, and we talk about a T-shirt that costs $40.
How much it cost?
$40.
Hey, when you pay me my money, I'd have got it. But once you didn't pay me my money, you supposed to give me 5,200. I could have bought a lot of t-shirts.
Wait a minute, I still owe you that money.
You sure do.
You know what? I'm gonna get that to you. You got Zelle?
Man, look, 84. With 84 being spelled out, we just dropped our Nightcap and Chill collection, as well as all restock on items. Super Bowl show. These are linked. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Supplies are very limited, so once they're gone, they're gone. It drops tomorrow. So the Nightcap and Chill Nightcap and Chill dropped last week. These and hats drop tomorrow. So
Hey, speaking of merch, I just want to tell you, I'm out here in the Bahamas. I've been here for the past 2-3 days.
yeah,
Boy, everybody love Nightcap, You hear me? Everywhere I go on the island, everybody watches the show. So I mean, this would be a good time for you to thank your Bahamian followers because they all watching. They all watching
oh
right
yeah,
now. Yeah. So it's been love everywhere. They keep telling me to tell you to come out here, and
I'm
I
coming.
told them you'll be here next week.
I don't know about all that, but I'm gonna get there. I want to send a special thank you to BET for posting the NAACP Image Awards. I also want to thank the NAACP Image Awards for having me last night. I won. Club Shay Shay won for Best Podcast, Society, and Culture. Ocho, you are
Congrats.
absolutely right. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, this is what I'm talking about right here.
Who did the confetti?
Asher Jordan doing this boy. See? Y'all gonna clean this ish up too. I just want y'all to know. Ain't nobody going nowhere till y'all clean this ish up.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny.
But being there last night, Ocho, and being
Yes,
around all those entertainers, celebs, and things of that nature, and everybody, man, we love Nightcap. We love what you and Ocho do on Nightcap. They love Club Shay Shay. I mean, the guys were like, man, we got to get our fix, man. When you on First Take on Mondays and Tuesdays, say we love Dio, we like Mad Dog and the other guys, but you and Stephen A, man, I mean, it was so positive. It was so great. All the negativity that you might see online and I see online, it wasn't none of that there.
Ain't none of that in the real world. There's a very small percentage of people that don't like or have something negative to say about what we doing. Whether it be Club Shay, whether it be Nightcap, that's why I like now. Normally, I'm normally in the house. Like if you notice in 2025, I'm outside a little bit more and I'm able to see how people feel about not just you, about me and what we're doing together. You hear me? Boy, it's love everywhere I go. It's different.
Yes,
it's different.
It is. And to the obviously the Wayans, they were getting, they got their legacy award, and rightfully so. And talking to Damon, obviously I interviewed Marlon and got an opportunity to meet his sister for the first time. Met Damon Wayans Jr. Just met so many people, and all positive, bro. Just keep doing what you're doing. Hey, and they tell, hey, don't worry about that. All that other stuff, you keep doing what you're doing. You keep uplifting. You keep moving in a positive direction, bro, and we got you. So thank you, everybody in attendance. We had a great time. Oh, man, Ocho, they stayed on your boy last night.
What you did?
Man. DL, man, cut me. Man, DL cut me. I'm not DL, Dion Cole. Man, Dion wouldn't get off me for nothing.
What you did wrong, huh?
Man, the man talking about, he praying and he getting in on everybody. So I was like, oh, I'm cool. He done got off me. He said, Lord, please get Shannon out those tight clothes. There's some 8th grader that want to get an outfit and he can't get it because Shannon done purchased them all. Lord, help him get out of them clothes. He mean what? Oh, man, every time. And then, Dion was the host, but like in intermission,
right?
There is there's another guest, and he come on and cracking. So Jaden Daniels, his mom was there with one of her friends, and so she came down. She's like, "Hey, Shannon," I give the lady a hug. This man gonna talk about, is that Michelle Shannon?
Hey, listen. Hey, honestly, young, where's Waldo? Everybody wants to know who. People in the world still don't know where Waldo is. Everybody wants to know who Michelle is. Listen, I see you every day, 4 times a week. I don't even know who Michelle is at this point. I want to know. I just stopped asking. So, I mean, listen, at some point, Michelle is going to have to reveal herself, or you're going to have to reveal her, or you can keep it a mystery. Or you can keep it a mystery like Jimmy Hoffa. However you want to do it. It's fine. It's fine.
She cool. Look. She don't want y'all in her business. So I'm going to leave it at that. Check this out, Ocho. The 76ers, Joel Embiid is exploring options for his knee. The 76ers and Joel Embiid are consulting doctors and considering alternative options such as surgery for his injured left knee. Both sides have hoped for progress in Embiid's condition, but his determination to play and current treatments, including regular injections, sources said, have not led to anything improvable. Embiid has publicly and privately said in recent weeks that he might eventually need surgery or an extended rest period for his knee to heal. But he has been determined to find ways to continue playing and be available for the 76ers. Ocho.
Yeah.
Did Joel Embiid shut it down?
I think Obviously, it's hampering him. It's hampering his play. It's affecting his ability to dominate the way he once did. Because of his ailing knee, he's not able to dominate the game as he always has, when he is healthy. My suggestion to Embiid, I'm thinking about players, whether it be NBA or football, that have had knee troubles and have come back successful and been able to dominate at their respective craft and respective positions. And the only person I can think of is Adrian Peterson. What Adrian was able to do after having tearing his ACL completely.
ACL, yep.
I don't know what doctor. Lord have mercy. I don't know what doctor Adrian Peterson went to, but whatever he did, whatever procedures, whatever rehab he did, Embiid needs to follow suit. I know there's a difference in height and weight and everything, but if Adrian Peterson can come back and not skip a beat or not miss a beat and come back and do what he did and still play at an elite level after completely tearing his ACL, Embiid can come back too as well, if he's serious about putting in the work to get back to his dominating ways.
Think about what AP was before he got injured. So
You
he
don't think-
approached it, huh?
You don't think Embiid was?
His physical condition. Did we have any doubts about
Okay.
AD, AP, Adrian Peterson conditioning?
I see
Did
your
we
point.
have any doubt, any questions about his desire and what football meant to him?
I see what you mean. Okay, I see where you're going.
So
Okay.
now he's going to. So everybody's like, man, AD is not going to be what he once was. His mindset's, I'm going to be better than what I once was, and he attacked it.
Right.
You said there's a difference. There's a difference between being 6 foot 6'1" and 220 as opposed to being 7'1" and 340, 320. You see the difference? Yeah. And
Is it
injured
possible?
young people
Right.
grow up to be injured old people. You don't get healthier as you age.
Right.
Normally, when you have issues as an adolescent, juvenile, what happens? You carry those illnesses into adulthood.
Okay.
There have been times, sometimes you get out of it. You have allergies or you have migraines or things of that nature, and sometimes you can overcome them. But a lot of times, if you are injured or you have illnesses or ailments as a youngster, that normally follow you into your adulthood. Go ahead.
I got a good question. Chat, y'all could answer this too. AP, obviously, he had the mindset. Everything is mindset when it comes to getting injured, regardless of how much money you've made. Do you think Embiid's mindset can change at this stage in his career, despite already being rich, despite already being paid? Is it possible for that hunger to still be there? Is it possible that hunger to want to dominate and get back to where he once was when he is healthy, when he was available on the court? You think it's still there? Because that's the hard thing for people, especially players, especially once you make a certain amount of money, you kind of get, I don't want to say you got comfortable. I'm not saying he's comfortable.
Yeah.
That same urge and want to and desire, oh, you know what? I got mouths to feed, I got bills to pay. When you already got you're sitting on $250 million already. What's the desire to come back and want to play, or at least get back healthy to your dominating ways?
We have a conversation and we talk about this a lot, is that when someone has everything, when they have fame, they have adulation, they have praise, they've made money, and they still play and they still train as if they're broke.
Yeah.
You look at a LeBron, you look at a Brady, you look at a Kobe, you look at a Jordan, you look at some of these guys now that's currently in the league.
Yes, sir.
It's Ocho, it's hard when you live in an ivory tower and you got mink pajamas. It's it's different, Ocho. It's different.
What kind of pajamas?
Mink.
They got mink pajamas for real?
I'm just saying, when you got mink slippers and silk pajamas and you can live in an ivory tower and everything is marble and hardwood.
Right.
And you got he just signed an extension, 3 years, $193 million. Now he still had 2 years left. This year, another year, and then the 193 kicks in. And to adopt the mindset, I'm flat ass broke. That was the mindset I had. I wasn't making a whole lot of money. But even when I made money, I wanted them to say, man, we underpaying them. We got a bargain.
Okay.
Everybody doesn't think like that, Ocho. And so it takes a special type of person to get money and still work as if they're broke, destitute.
So that
I gotta feed my.
you know what? And it's a funny thing when you say that, that's already in you, Unc.
Yes,
Already in you.
yes.
It doesn't just happen once you get it. You know what? I'm gonna pretend like I ain't got no money. I'm gonna continue to train and approach my craft and my game as if I ain't got it. So if it wasn't in you before you got the money, it definitely ain't gonna be no light switch to kick on once you make it.
Nope. And so that's why you look at Floyd Mayweather after all those titles, that
Yeah.
big money, he's still going after to get it.
Yeah.
You look at some of the boxers, look at Buster Douglas. He knocked out Mike Tyson, got in great shape to beat Mike Tyson, get $25, $35 million to fight Holyfield, boom. So
Damn.
you can see, that's why I have a great appreciation. You should have a great appreciation also, being a former athlete and knowing, coming from the trenches, getting it out the mud, getting it out of the concrete jungle.
I did.
You have a greater appreciation for guys. LeBron has got that. Look at what LeBron has accomplished. Now he's currently playing and he's worth 1.2, 1.3 billion. But everybody talks about what he puts in. He gets to the arena 5 hours earlier. He does all this stuff. He gets his shoot around. He gets in the cold tub. He gets stretched. He gets his lift in. He's still doing this 22 years in the league. Remember I said greatness is monotonous, is boring. What's great about that? He on the bus, he in the hotels, boom, 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 Mike Macias, boom, doing all this. That's what I tell people. People think, I wish we could have a conversation, because I did have a conversation with Jeff Bezos. I met him a couple of times. And to hear him talk, at one point in time did he mention any part. Now, maybe now you're worth $230 billion, but at no point in time when he was building this was it glamorous. Because it was a grind, because it was monotonous, because it was boring.
Yeah.
Listen at who is that? Larry Ellison. Look at Bill Gates. Look at Warren Buffett. Look at these guys. Mark Zuckerberg. Look at these guys that have built things now look, guys, if y'all just want a 9 to 5, I'm not talking about, I'm just saying, I'm looking at it from a standpoint of being great. And I think Joel Embiid wanted to be great and he had an opportunity. I don't know if he'll ever, I don't want to say ever, but it's so hard, Ocho. He's getting older and his body is failing him more. Because at once upon a time, when we first started, Ocho, you never been injured. But I could bounce back. I get a nick. I could bounce back at the end of the week. I'm ready to go. Then all of a sudden, an injury that would have me bounce back at the end of a week, now all of a sudden I miss a game. And then all of a sudden I miss 4 games. Next thing you know, I missed the whole season. As I got older, my body couldn't recover. I remember, we could play when you young, Ocho, your first 2-3 years. Play Sunday, play Thursday, good. We need to play another game on Monday night? Let's rock and roll. Then all of a sudden, I got to get in the cold tub before practice. Got to get in the cold tub again after practice. Come in early in the morning and get in the cold tub. It's just, he's played just 39 games. He played 39 games last season after tearing the meniscus in his knee. This season, the lingering knee issues combined with a foot sprain have caused him to play just 19 of 56 games. Because what happens, Ocho, if you get a flat tire and you continuously drive that car on that flat tire, it just don't mess up the rim and the rotor on that side. It F's up your alignment.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to compensate. The body is meant to work in unison, in sequence, just like your body. You start having knee issues, before long, you're going to have hip problems. You're going to have back problems. You're going to have foot problems. That's just the way it is. And because you're dealing with a man his size with knee problems.
Yeah, that's bad. So listen, what were the expectations for the Sixers coming into the season?
Boy, they supposed to challenge the Celtics. You got Joel Embiid, you got Tyrese Maxey, and you just gave Paul George a max contract. So you got 3 guys. Maxey was an all-star. We know what Joel Embiid, a former MVP, finished runner-up to Nikola Jokic, led the league in scoring twice. Paul George, we know, he was supposed to be that third and missing piece. So the expectations were through the roof. It was supposed to be Boston, the Cavs, the Knicks, and the Sixers. Those were supposed to be the teams that's duking it out for an opportunity to.
Are they even in contention? Is it
No. They might go ahead and tank for Cooper Flag or that kid from Auburn or something. It's over for them.
But then at that point, then I think it is okay for Embiid to shut it down. Yeah, I think it's okay, especially at this point. If you're only hurting yourself, if anything, you just tore your meniscus. You're coming back now. You have a foot sprain. That's injury on top of injury. So all you're gonna do is make it worse.
Yes.
All you're gonna do is make it worse. It's like getting a flat tire. You put air back in it, and instead of getting a new tire, you just plug it. At some point, it's gonna go flat again.
Walk around with a rock in your shoe. Put a little rock in your shoe and walk around with it. Now you gonna hop.
Hey, that's aggravating.
Guess what, Ocho? You ain't gonna put no pressure on that thing because you don't want to feel that thing. Now watch your hip on the other side. Watch what it do. Watch what your knee and your back do because you're overcompensating. Because the body's gonna compensate. That's what the body does.
Sure.
And then and so like, hey, at some point in time, be like, you know what? You won't stop and get this rock out. I'm gonna sit you down.
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen. So. You're looking at the right now. The the Wizards are 9-47. The Pelicans are 14-43. Utah 14-42. Charlotte 14-41. Toronto 18-39. The 76ers have the 6th worst record at 20-36. They've lost 7 straight. And last 9 games, they're 1-9. Excuse me, last 10 games, they're 1-9.
Well, goddamn, he should have been shut it down. He should have shut it down at the All-Star break.
So right now, they should theoretically, but you know how the lottery is. I mean, just because you got the 6th worst record, that don't mean you're going to get the 6th pick in the draft. They could get the number 1 pick. They could be at the bottom of the lottery, which is like 14 or 15.
Right.
Don't know. But I just think the thing is, at this point in time, you're not going to win a title. Even if Joel Embiid comes back healthy, which he's not, just go ahead and shut him down.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and shut it down and give him. So now he has March, April, May, June, July, August, September to have this procedure and try and get back healthy for next year. Says, okay, but at the rate it's going, I don't really see a scenario when Joel Embiid finishes his career in 76ers.
And you know what's going to happen? It's just the way life works, just the way sports works sometimes. I think they're going to make them. I'm not going to call it a mistake. They're going to remove themselves from having to deal with Embiid and the injuries and the injury history in general. He's going to go somewhere else and going to be all world. He's going to be all world. He's going to be healthy. He's going to be fine. I guarantee you it happens all the time. I've seen it happen multiple times. You know, a player was on a specific team. He was very good at what he does, but due to injuries, it didn't allow him to reach his full potential with that specific team. He goes somewhere else after getting surgery in the offseason, having enough time to get healthy, and plays lights out and reaches the potential that he should have at a whole nother team. I guarantee that's going to happen.
I hope that's the case. San Antonio head coach, Hall of Famer Gregg Popovich is not expected to return this season, and his future is uncertain as he recovers from a mild stroke suffered in November. Shams added during the appearance on the ESPN NBA Countdown that Pop is getting stronger and stronger in his rehab. The news came 2 days after Spurs announced that Wemby would be shut down for the rest of the season after being diagnosed with a DVT, deep vein thrombosis, in his right shoulder. Everybody, you notice, Ocho? When somebody else has a procedure, it's always mild. A mild stroke. You notice it's never mild. It's never minor surgery when it's on you. Man, I'm about to have surgery. Oh, you getting scoped? Boy, hey, it's minor. Everything is minor or mild as long as it's on somebody else.
Yeah.
When it's on you, it's major.
Major, yeah.
We know what Gregg Popovich is. We know who he is. We know what he is. He's one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. Some says, based on what he's been able to do and the time in which he's been able to do it, he might be one or two. We know Coach Auerbach, what he was able to do with the Celtics in the 60s. Phil Jackson has 11 titles. And Pop, same team, same system. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, and Manu basically, and then at the tail end they got Kawhi. But it's sad. Speedy recovery, coach.
Oh
We
yeah,
need you back on the
definitely,
sideline, mean mugging
definitely.
the reporters, asking them why they asking you them questions. You watching the game, right? um,
Oh man, damn.
but
Prayers
hopefully, like I
up.
said, I didn't expect him to return, Ocho.
Right.
Mild stroke doesn't matter. That's something serious. My grandmother suffered from one of those, and you got to learn, obviously, to the degree how severe it is. But she had to learn how to walk again and move. Because normally one side of the brain affects the opposite side of the body, so you have to relearn all that stuff again. And now I'm saying she's getting. Coach Pop, I can assure you, is getting the best PT possible.
Right.
He's probably getting PT multiple times a day. But Coach, get well soon.
Yes, sir.
You and Wemby, y'all got something special growing down there with Stephen Castle. They got a nice little squad brewing down there, Ocho. They really do. I like Vassell. Huh? Oh yeah, they got D Fox now. De'Aaron Fox. They got Castle. They got Vassell. They got Keldon Johnson coming off the bench. CP is gives them great leadership. And then they got Wemby. They got that alien, 7'4", can shoot the three, put the ball on the floor, can post up. He can do a lot of different things. Me personally, I think he shoots a little bit too many threes. He's already one of the great defenders in NBA history. So they got something special brewing. Now they just need Pop to come back, get Wemby healthy, and let's see what this thing looks like in the next 2 to 3 years. Nikola Jokic, who was famously drafted in the middle of a Taco Bell quesarito commercial, he finally spoke about that. He admitted, "I've never had Taco Bell just because of that."
Wait, he never had Taco Bell because he was drafted.
They were in commercial when he was drafted. So
Oh,
he was in the second round. He was the 60th pick.
right.
Once you get past 1 through 15, people all of a sudden they go into the bathroom, going to get beer. They if they have draft parties or whatever the case may be. So
Right.
damn well it's not like the NBA, Ocho. I mean the NFL, where you got good picks. The second round, third round. Some guys are all Americans and going into the second and third round. So you
Right.
kind of tuned in a little bit more than basketball. Once you get past that 1 through 15, yeah,
As
it might
in,
be like he was 60th. So he's in the second round.
wow.
They goes to show you. They was in commercial.
60th,
Yes. 3-time league MVP, finals MVP. One of the great players in NBA history was a second round pick.
Can I ask what was wrong with his footage? Was it that bad?
He was out of shape. He was and like I said, if you look at him, here's the thing: they judge the book by its cover. He had a 3-inch vertical. You know what I'm saying? He was a little out of shape.
So I'm sure. Listen,
As a
he
matter
didn't.
of fact, they took
He didn't
Yusef Nurkic in the
before
first
him.
round because he
Oh,
was drafted. He was drafted by the Nuggets. So was Yusef Nurkic. Nurkic went in the first round, if I'm not mistaken.
but I'm sure he could shoot the ball. As efficient as he is right now, even with a 3-inch vertical, I'm sure he could shoot the ball before he even got drafted. So I'm sure if they had to see the potential. If they didn't see the potential,
He's 41st pick. What was Dre? In that same draft, right? You're right. And what was Yoke? 41st or 60th? He was the 60th pick. Chad. LOSOT. He was not 41st. They said 41st. 31st. Ashby gave me some wrong information. He was the 41st pick in the draft,
I mean,
which is 11 picks after the first round. After the first round, because there's 30 teams, so 1 through 30 is the first round. So he went 11 picks into the second round. Draymond Green was a second day pick. But
now, is that a bad thing? It's not a bad thing, especially once you blossom into what you should be.
right, but it just goes to show, Ocho, some things you just can't see. Everything is measurables. How
Right.
high can you jump? How fast can you run? How can you do this? There are certain things. He's never going to win anything with his t-shirt off and jumping and dunking and doing all that. He ain't finna do nothing.
Right.
He's not. But put a ball in his hand.
Oh, yeah, he come to play now.
There are certain guys in the NFL, we've all seen it. We've seen guys go to the combine, jump through the roof, touch the ceiling of the RCA Dome. We've seen guys run 4.2, run 4.3. We've seen guys bench press 35, 40 times.
You put them in that structured environment, they're no-show.
Couldn't play dead in a horror movie. Look like Tarzan, play like Jane. You don't know no rhyme or reason, Ocho, because certain things you can measure. You can't measure everything. What's inside of him? What makes him tick?
Oh, yeah.
What makes a guy tick? Where did he come from? How did he grow up?
Yeah.
Is he hungry? Now, because there are a lot of guys hungry that just refuse to eat. But I need a guy hungry.
Yeah.
I'm talking about starving.
That's why what you put
Because
on
if I don't get this, guess what, Ocho? If I don't get this, my mom ain't gonna eat. If I don't get this, my granny ain't gonna eat. If I don't get this, my kids. I got a choice. Your grandma, my grandma gonna eat. Your mom, my mom gonna eat. Your kids or my kids gonna eat. That's the way I look at it, Ocho. That's the way I approach it.
Now you talking about my kind of mentality right there. You hear me? That's my kind of that's my mentality. Now you understand. A lot of people call me crazy now. So think about this, right? Chat, y'all stay with me for a second. Think about this, right? Think about your kids behind you. All your kids right behind you, right?
Yeah.
Your mom, your grandma. Right? And you in front of your kids and your grandma, your mama. And let's say James Harrison is right there trying to get to your family. What's gonna happen?
Run, y'all, run.
See, come on, huh? See, that's my mentality. You understand me? Huh? My kids behind me, all 11 of them. And I'm in front of them, and James trying to get to my kids. That means I got to protect my family. So it's that mindset I'm going into fighting him with great understanding that the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Okay.
And that's what's going to happen. And I'm just wanting to use that analogy. I didn't mean to go off topic, but I'm just giving you a little.
Guys, y'all making my point. See, that's right. It's intangibles. Intangibles is what you can't measure.
Right.
They're measuring his height. They're measuring his speed. They're measuring how high he can jump. That's the point. Thank you. What is it that you cannot see? What is it that you cannot measure? Which is what's inside of an individual.
Okay.
That's the difference. Yes, we know. But when you have a guy that have all those measurables and he has a burning desire that's inside of him, ta-da, you get LeBron James. You get a Michael Jordan. You get a Kobe. You get a Deion Sanders. You get a Lawrence Taylor. You get those guys that are supremely gifted and have a burning desire to be great, an unquenchable desire. And even when they've climbed to the top, they don't admire the view from the top. They find another thing. They find another summit to scale. See, it wasn't good enough for Michael Jordan to win Rookie of the Year. I got to do more. It wasn't good enough for him to be an MVP. I need to do more. I need to win Finals MVP. I need to win the title. Same thing with Bron. I need to be a Defensive Player of the Year. I need to be an All NBA player. I need to be universally regarded as the best, the de facto. That's what these guys got. You see, Tom Brady ain't got no measurables. He can't, man, dude ran the worst 40, had the worst looking body. But what was in here and what's up in there?
Undeniable.
And it wasn't like he got a 50. Ryan Fitzpatrick, I think Pat McInally might have got the highest score. I think Pat McInally got like a 49 or a 50. Ryan Fitzpatrick got like a 48, 49 on the Wonder Link out of a 50.
Yeah, I
there are a lot of guys, but guess
got a
what?
48 too.
Nah, Jerry ran 4.6. Jerry didn't run no 4.5. He ran a 4.5 when he had the ball in his hand, but that's not what he ran in the combine. Yeah, Pat McInally. Yeah. And both guys played at Cincinnati. Y'all get some smart ones. I don't know what happened once they get there. The man got a 50. If I'm not mistaken, I think Pat McInally might be the only guy that's ever gotten 50.
You got it perfect, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, I was so close.
Mike, hey, speaking of Mike Mamula, Boston College,
Uh-huh.
Ocho, got a 49 on the Wonder Lick. Goes
Woo.
there like 260, runs 4.5, vertical that's out of standing, long
Right,
jump like 11 feet,
right.
everything.
Could he play? Could he play?
Ocho. They sent him out to recess about 5 times a day and still couldn't play. Another guy, Vernon Golston, had all those measurables.
Hey,
Ohio State. Go back and look it up. Look at him. Look like a Greek god.
couldn't play.
You don't there is no rhyme or reason, Ocho, that you look at somebody like can't miss. He's a can't miss. Ain't no such thing as can't. There's no
Yeah,
such thing as all or every.
Mm-hmm.
But you put this like, man, ain't no way, bro. I'm like, look like that, bro. You got to be able to do something.
Mm-hmm. They going by the eye test.
And it wasn't Ocho. He was amazing in college.
Yeah. Hey, college and the pros is completely different.
They
Whether
won't.
people believe it or not. Completely different ball game.
The Celtics had a little bit of a run, had a little fun with Jaylen Brown quizzing him on musicians new and old. He did not pass with flying colors. Ocho, let's take a look at this.
Let me see this. Let me see this. Let me see this. I might get some home too.
When you see who's that? Are you missing? Are you missing? Prince? Actually, I'm who did well at this?
Not you,
Jimmy
clearly.
Cat Buddy.
Clean Dion.
Dion. Dang, I think I know this one too. Hope you right after Paul McCartney. It's great.
Hey, I like that. I like that. That's dope. That's dope. And
You think
you'd be surprised, huh? How many professional athletes don't know, artists, whether they're famous or not.
and likewise,
They're not really able to call, based on facial recognition. That they
Yes.
would know unless you are one of the elites at what it is you do. I mean, there's a few people on there. I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't know who they were.
yeah. I mean, Ocho, I was there last night.
You saw people you ain't know?
Look, I know more people than Jordan. You don't know nobody. And he don't know nobody.
Yeah.
Hey, boss, isn't that Madam VP? Yeah, Jordan, you just saw it in October.
Hold on, I got a question. Being at something like the NAACP Awards, was there
Yeah.
anybody you were excited to see or might have been a little starstruck that you hadn't had a chance to meet before?
For the most part, Ocho, I had pretty much met a lot of them.
Right.
I've met in Taraji before. I've seen, I met Gabrielle, obviously. Kiki and I, not really. Damon Wayans, I hadn't met him. I hadn't met Marlon. That's about it. That's about it. That I was like, okay, because it's always nice to be somewhere and finally put a name to a face. Like, okay, that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Because sometimes you see them and they don't look like they look on television.
Right.
And I'm like, they smaller
Right. Shorter.
than you would think,
Right.
or they're a little larger, a little taller than what you would think.
Right.
And so that's like, and so it's always it's great to see people and be in that environment.
That's dope. That's
I
like
want to go to the Oscars. I'm going to the Oscars.
Oh, I was supposed to host. Never mind, because you ain't gonna believe me.
Yeah, I met Adele. I've met Beyonce and Hove. Um, but that's about it. I'm trying to
That's
think.
dope. Anybody ask about me at the NAACP Awards?
No, yes, they do. They like, man, where Ocho at? I
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
man,
yeah.
I said, hey, don't tell him where Ocho is. He
Yeah,
said,
I'm in
man,
the
Ocho
Bahamas.
crazy. I
Yeah, I'm
said,
out
tell
here.
me something that I don't know.
That's me. That's me. That's me.
But it it must be your food. You ordered some food? Oh. But no, I wouldn't. A lot of those, like Ocho, I hosted the Emmy Awards.
Right.
Man, even as much as I studied,
Right.
man, them people walking by, but they're in your ear. That's
Yeah.
such and such. That's such and such. Because if they didn't walk on by,
You'd have been lost, huh?
yeah, for sure. Because it was like, now you got all these shows on Netflix and you got all these other shows on Amazon and you got all these shows. So it's just not like when you and I grew up, the Emmys, everybody was on ABC, CBS, NBC. That was
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got like 12,000. Man, I'm like, man, please. And then trying to pronounce their name, I said, nah, you gonna hit that name. I'm good. I'm gonna do the talking, but you get that name. So yeah, it was fun. We had fun last night, Ocho. We had a great time. Ocho, check this out. Hooters announced bankruptcy yesterday, much to the sadness of a few NBA players. Kevin Love posted on Instagram a photo of himself at Hooters when he was younger with the caption, "As you can see, I was swimming. I was swimming in it back then. Sad to see the fall of an absolute institution. If anyone can save it, it's the two on the table." Next slide. Who do you got? He posted Kevin Love. He got KD and Book.
Hey, that's fun. That's a good one.
Because Book said, Book, please don't go at Hooters. You ever had their wings?
Listen, oh yeah, listen, Uncle, I used to go to Hooters back in the days. Now I never forget. Now, ever since Twin Peaks came about, obviously when I'm in Miami, anytime I don't frequent Atlanta often, but the few times I have been to Atlanta, which I can count on two hands, even after all these years. Hey, I like Hooters, but I prefer Twin Peaks better. I prefer
Okay.
Twin Peaks better. I don't know if it's the food, but the fact that I can sit on the patio, I can smoke. They always have my soccer games.
Yeah.
They always have you know how much I love soccer, Unc. They have my soccer games on at Twin Peaks and Pines, Twin Peaks and Doral. They make my coffee for me. I get my cafe con leche, I get my latte. It's something Hooters has never been able to do for me outside of going to eat the food, the
Well, who
aesthetics.
got better wings? Wingstop or Hooters?
Probably Wingstop. Wingstop has a variety of wings you can choose from.
Yeah,
A
Wingstop got
much
about
larger
40
variety.
different flavors.
Huh?
I said Wingstop got about 40 different flavors.
Yeah, they got a
I don't
lot.
want no sauce on my. I mean, if I were to get sauce, I'm probably gonna get lemon pepper. But for the
Yeah.
most part, I don't want no sauce.
Mhm.
I don't want no buffalo sauce. I don't want no hot. I don't want anything. Just give me wings,
Yeah,
flats.
yeah.
If I'm
Wing-
getting a dozen wings, give me 10 flats and 2 drumettes.
That's it, 2 drums?
Yeah,
Okay, that's about right.
it's too difficult.
Yeah, I like that.
Difficult. Ocho, you gonna miss Hooters?
Listen, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you, Unc. I ain't been to Hooters in so long. I told
I
you
ain't either.
ever since I learned about Twin Peaks, but I ain't been to Hooters in years. I don't even listen. Hooters right there on 27th Avenue, 27th Avenue. Uh, right off, right off of Pines, right off of Pines and Flamingo. I think something like that. Man, I go right to Twin Peaks. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. Just Twin Peaks has more to offer aesthetically.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I look straight ahead, but I use my peripheral vision. If you understand what
Right.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Ocho. I think that's what it was. It was like iconic. It was those T-shirts that was
Yes.
cropped, and there was the
Yes.
orange shorts.
Right.
And I think that was the allure of it.
Yes.
It's fast food. I mean, look, you're not going there expecting to get a 5-course meal, something that, oh my God, this is the best, whatever. but it was the view, it was the ambiance. You got to go with your buddies and you watch sporting events, things of that nature.
Yes, sir.
So if it is to close, I mean, how long were they open? They had to be open about 40 years, 50 years, 50 years.
Oh, it's been.
I mean, hell, they was when I was a kid. It was.
Yeah. Hey, you been when you down in Atlanta? You ain't been to the Twin Peaks in Atlanta? And they got the
1983, so 42 years.
Okay.
No. Ocho, man, look here, bro.
You gotta check it out. Listen, sporting event, when sporting games on, boxing matches, MMA, basketball. I enjoy it. I only go there for soccer. You know, they have my EPL games on. You know, I want to watch La Liga. I want to watch Champions League. I go right in Pines or I go right in Doral. Man, it's perfect. The food, phenomenal.
Well, the thing is for me, I'm trying to watch because I'm probably gonna have to critique or analyze these games.
Oh, so you ain't trying
I need to be able to focus.
Okay.
And you know, especially football. Man, what do you think? Was that a holding? Should they have called that? You like that?
Man, I'm trying to watch the game, man.
But it's okay, Ocho.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I got you.
I mean, I don't stop wearing headphones. I'll be in the airport, they take my headphones off. They take me, ask me, did he just take your headphones? Yeah, he took them off and asked me a question.
Whoa, hold on. Somebody actually pull your headphones off.
So they do it all the time. What you mean, somebody? All the time. So
Hey, well, I can't imagine that. But I know you be ready to snap, huh?
I mean, sometimes I do wish I got the grace that other people that had headphones on were walking through the airport or wherever in the gym, and they didn't get tapped on the shoulder or they didn't get the headphones lifted off the ear. But you know, in a situation like that, Ocho, you know, you have to be on all the time. I mean, we can't. Celebs and entertainers and athletes, we never get to have an off day. We got to be on all the time.
Yes, sir.
And that's sad because we are human. Money doesn't exempt you from human experiences. Sadness, disappointment, anger, frustration, happiness.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, Ocho. You know, you keep it moving, and because I ain't spending no money on no private jet.
There we go. Now we getting places. Hey, speaking of jets and speaking of airplanes in general, you know, there've been a lot of situations, a lot of airlines having unfortunate circumstances, you know, aerial, I don't want to say it, you know, falling out the air, having incidents, you know, tumbling over, doing flips on the runway. You know what airline hasn't had any issues on?
What airline?
Spirit.
They've been grounded.
You know what airline hasn't had any issue in chat? None at all. Now listen. Now we might fight. We might fight on the plane.
Oh, what you mean might?
Hey, stay with me now. We might fight on the plane. You might have our receptionist cuss you out.
Yeah.
That might happen. But one thing about it, we're gonna get you where you gotta get to, and we're gonna get you back home safe. We ain't having no issues. We're gonna get you. We might fight. You know, we might talk a little bit. That's all right.
You do realize that movie Soul Plane was based on Spirit.
Hey, you know the Soul Plane get from point A to point B, right?
They were bouncing.
Hey, listen, it might be a little chaos. It might be a little turmoil on the way to your trip, but we ain't falling out the sky.
All right, Ocho, here we go.
Yeah.
This is what has been eating up the chat, and everybody been wanting to talk about it.
Yeah, what happened?
Now, the most requested topic of the night.
What?
Steve Smith Sr. was caught having an affair with another man's wife. First, a Facebook post appeared that was clearly written by the husband. I mean, you guys can see it. It's like, hey, I'm Nicole Martinez, though. I won't be Martinez much longer. You see, I've been cheating on my husband and been doing so with the very famous Steve Smith Sr. Pic attached for reference. I had hidden under 3, but that's been fixed. My husband brought me a house. He stood by my side after I've been arrested twice for domestic violence, and this is how I repay him and our son. 3's plenty of messages here. Steve's crazy, the kind of revealing messages a celebrity will send. Baltimore Ravens, I'm also a member of your team band. I believe I violated some fraternization rules by hooking up with Steve at the training facility. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, when this happened, Unc, Man, I've been out here in the Bahamas. I ain't hear
Hold on,
nothing about this.
hold on, Ocho. And then the husband called Smitty and posted the video. Now I don't know if there's some kind of like, don't you
Nah,
have
don't
to have
don't
to
don't
record
don't.
someone? Don't you have to have it's state by state? In Vegas, it's only one party, so the party that's recording, they know it. The other party don't. California, I think, is a two-state. But anyway, Ocho, the husband called Smitty and posted the video. Let's take a listen to what was said.
Hey, yo, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you been my wife, bro. What you gotta say for yourself?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry?
Well, listen. He said he's sorry. He said he's sorry, Unc. Now listen, this is what you don't do. This is as a man, understanding, that's my wife, girlfriend, someone you're seeing, someone you're talking to. You never confront the individual because Steve Smith Sr. owes you no loyalty.
Steve Smith ain't married to you, bro.
She's not married. Steve is not married to you. You talk to your wife. You check your wife, and that goes for any and everybody. I know a lot of people, you want to crash out about your woman and all this stuff, man.
Or your man.
Or your man. It could be, listen, it goes both ways. It always comes down to me again. Understand who you're marrying. Understand human nature. Human nature is undefeated. I'm gonna say that as well. I don't care how people come off. I don't care how innocent they may seem. I don't care how much they tell you they love you. When certain opportunities present themselves, they gonna go. When certain opportunities with certain individuals that are convenient and they feel they can get away with it, they're going to go. I don't care how much love there is. I don't care how much money you got. It doesn't matter. Understand who you're dealing with and move accordingly. I mean, I say it all the time. Listen, had a family, kids, husband, he doing everything, he's doing this, and you upset. There's no reason to call Steve. That's not doing nothing. You take that up with the wife, you take it up with the missus.
Well, I think the thing is what the gentleman was doing is that, like, okay, if I'm gonna get a divorce, I'm gonna try to mess your home up also. That's what this was about. I ain't answering.
Hey,
First of all, that ain't my MO. That's not me. You married? Oh, this ain't nothing. It's something. You know what? Hey, no, don't just keep it a buck with me. You married, and I'm a firm believer in this. A man might not want his wife, but the moment another man shows interest, all of a sudden it gets rekindled. And like you just said at the top, people will crash out about certain situations. That crime of passion, and juries are very sympathetic. They're very sympathetic in situations like this. Crime of passion. Leave it alone, guys. If they're married, just let it go. Smitty, my guy, I've known Smitty 20 years.
Same.
Great. Just saw it. Hey, he was just at my party at the Super Bowl. Had a great conversation with him. I love the guy. Hard nosed the way he played, X, Y, and Z. But, bro, you need to take that up with your wife.
Yeah.
Smitty owes you no loyalty. He's under no obligation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's going to have to deal with the issue at home, on his own situation. But this I don't know the gentleman's name. That's a situation you got to handle with your wife. She has the loyalty clause. She's the one that has an obligation to you. You. Go ahead, Ocho.
I got been around too long, man. Been around too long, too much experience. It ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it, you know? I'm not.
It's
I'm
not.
not. I'm not even talking about Smitty's part. You know, I love Smitty. You know, me and Smitty go way back to Santa Monica. Forget the Smitty part. I'm just talking about the individual who's married to the young lady. Man, you know what time it is. You see something like that, you going about your business. And this ain't the first time. The signs had to be there. The signs had to be there. Something like this done just happened all of a sudden. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I go through my wife's phone and all of a sudden she's sleeping with somebody else. No, this has
Man,
happened before.
man, these joker releasing text, man. Bro, yes, they be lame, man.
Man, pack your bag and start the F over. You know what time it was. You know what you married. Understand what you're marrying. And even if you got your good girl, I would never forget. I'd never forget. A very wise man once told me, depending on the circumstance and opportunity, whoever you're dealing with will take the chance if they know you won't find out. They will take the chance, depending on who it is. It doesn't matter.
But you just can't, Ocho. But listen, no matter what, I'm not calling no one about someone.
Hold on. You think I'm embarrassed myself?
Yes. Cause now he gonna be, man, I had old boy. Cause that's happened to me. That's happened to me. Dude confronted me. Bro, you ain't got no issue with her? How you think I got here?
Right.
How you think I knew where she stayed?
You ain't say that. You just saying in your mind. You ain't say that. You in your mind. You saying I understand what you mean. Hey, can you imagine?
I wanted to whip him,
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
but
that.
he was a teammate.
Okay. God damn, huh?
I didn't know, Ocho. I ain't know.
You ain't know?
No, bro. If you was burned, if
You was on
if,
demon time, boy. You like that?
Ocho,
Okay.
Ocho, no. If you weren't Keith Burns when you was with the Broncos, I didn't know what the hell you was doing. I didn't care. Once I found out,
Right.
I'm cool
Yeah.
because I don't want it to become an issue. Once I found out, I'm good. You good? You got me. Hey, hey, bro, my bad. Okay, okay, 3 times, Ocho. You know what I'm saying, Ocho, 3 times. You know what I'm saying, Ocho, 3 times. Like, damn.
Boy, you was an animal, boy. Golly. Okay, I see you.
I mean, Ocho, I couldn't just leave. Ocho, you know what I'm saying? Ocho, when the club about to close, how many people say, okay, the club closes, they get up and start walking out? They linger around. They're like, hey, let me get another drink, bartender. You know, so I had to linger around.
Hey, right. I understand. Hey, that's why, you know, when it happened once, boy, you might want to pack your bags and go. I don't know what you arguing for. What you arguing for? What you fussing for? What you releasing text messages for? But one is not gonna stop. Because once you're gonna do it again, it ain't like a light switch hit on, and all of a sudden, you know what? Oh, I ain't gonna do this no more. I ain't gonna. Nah, that's exactly who. Once somebody shows you who they are, that's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, man, like I said, Ocho, I didn't know. I didn't know until he rolled up on it. I told you the story, Ocho, how the dude rolled up on us.
Oh, yeah. You was on demon time, though, huh?
Yeah.
You say you staying around.
Now that I think about it, in order for him to find out where we were, she had to have taken him there too. Because ain't no way you're just gonna go somewhere and all of a sudden, you know what, they might be here. Because he wasn't from there and I wasn't from there. And for him to go to that spot,
he had to
have gone there before.
See, you know what that tell me? She done took more than just you two there as well, too, huh?
They ain't got nothing to do with me.
I know, I'm just saying.
Hey, that song, I don't care about them other men, just be good to me. They got nothing to do with me. What you did before Shannon, what you do after Shannon, ain't got nothing to do with me.
But you know what does have something to do with you? What you do while you with Shannon. That's what matters.
True. I will let that go. Hey, I ain't finna hold you. Clearly, that's what you want to be with. That's where you want to be at. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do that.
Yeah. Hey.
Man, Ocho, man, look. A lot of behavior is just like animals.
Yeah.
And I grew up on a farm. Once we had a hog and that joker got out,
Yeah.
my grandfather wasn't going to keep him much longer because he already knows what it's like on the outside. So no matter how much feed and slop you gave him on the inside, he knows it's something out there and he needs to get to it. So once they started getting out, it wasn't long before my grandfather load their ass up in the truck and take them to the market. Once they get outside, Ocho, just like a dog, let a dog break out, especially if he or she is intact.
Right.
One or two things, you either go get that fixed,
Yeah.
because you're not going to be able to keep them in. Now, I ain't telling what somebody told you. I'm telling you what I know. You're talking about somebody that grew up on a farm, that had hogs, that had dogs. I'm telling you. And I look, I'm not saying, I'm just saying the behavior. I ain't calling no woman no dog or no hog or nothing like that. I'm just saying the behavior. Humans are animals.
Yeah.
And they have very, very similar behavior. A lot of times, territory. Animals mark their territory. They kick. If you notice a dog go poop, he'll kick his. He got scent glands in his paws in the back. He let them know, hey, big dog here now. Don't let me catch you over here. I'm gonna do something bad to you.
Hey, you know what? I think it's funny when you think about the experience. I think that the chat, there's a huge disconnect and not understanding the amount of, all right, how do I say this without getting in trouble? The chat has a huge disconnect where they
What
don't
they
understand
said.
the amount of women we've dealt with during those days. And I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck who I get in trouble with, especially right now. You don't understand the amount of women I've dealt with during that day. You know, I'm talking about 20, 25 years worth. So I know what it looks like. What Buddy going through, I've been on one end of the spectrum and I've been on the other side of the spectrum.
Absolutely.
But I've been number two way more times than I've been number one. So I know the game, I know the tricks, I know the trade, and like at that point, so you become numb to it. As soon as you see any signs, boom, okay, you know what time it is, you lock in and you move accordingly. It's really easy through experience over time. That's why that for me, I'm just saying for me, that's why it's so easy. I always tell you, that's why I always tell you, I see one thing wrong, boom. It's easy for me to be able to compartmentalize and know what's going on.
I'm dealing with it.
Easy.
And I think the thing is, a lot of times, men and women are not as forthcoming as they need to be.
Never.
My grandfather used to always say, he said, boy, everybody has somebody. It's just to what extent. A wife, a significant other, a girlfriend, maybe you see them casually. The likelihood of you finding somebody scot-free. Now, even if you find somebody, she or he seeing somebody, and they might be willing to it's easy for them to cut it off because it's not that extensive.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Now, I told you this before. This is when our earlier shows, when we first started.
Yeah.
Like when you meet somebody, right? And the women in the chat, they can attest to this. You know, most of the time, the person you with right now is really not who you want to be with. 98% of marriages, the women that are married to certain men, you're not married to the man you really want to be with. You're married to your safe place and the one that made the most sense. Women that have men that have girlfriends right now. Ask your girlfriend who's a dude that left that mark in her life that will always have access to her for the rest of her life, and see if she tell you the truth. Everybody got one. Every woman has one, no matter who it is. Oh wait, they all got one. And if she tell you it isn't, everybody in my life, not one, just had that one place in that one spot. Man, please.
Yeah.
It's a dirty game. It's a dirty game.
But the mentality has changed, Ocho, because women have adopted a lot of the mentality that a man has.
Man,
men have that mentality of do.
You do it, I'm gonna do it too. Yeah.
Yep. And sometimes they go get their lick back. They go get your best friend. They go get your work, whatever the case may be. That's your hoo-ha.
Oh no, that ain't my hoo. I know it ain't.
No, I know that's hers.
Oh,
so
yeah,
you think?
yeah.
Oh, you get no. You can't get that. You. Hey, that follows you. That's on you. That follows you. I can't keep it.
One thing I think one of the things we confuse, especially when we get in relationships, yep, hell, even marriages, like this individual here, we have this feeling or notion that, okay, that's my property. Ownership. You know, even in relationships, once that title comes about, where men continue to crash out about is they feel as if they own that woman and her body and what she's doing with her body parts. At no point ever, no matter how much money you pour into that individual, at no point ever does she belong to you. Ever. I don't care what she say. Even though her horizontal activity, when she tell you this is your, you know what, it still ain't yours. Because at some point it belongs to somebody else.
It's yours right now.
Yeah, at that very moment.
That's all I'm worried about. I don't know where you.
That's it. Oh, hey,
Man, Ocho,
yeah.
if you spend a lot of time worried about, and remember I told you, like when I went to work and I used to tell I said, I can't worry about you. I said, I can't spend one moment while I'm at work worrying about what you're doing. Because if I do, I got to let you go. I got to let you go. If I got to think about what you're doing, where you are, if you're talking to someone, I got to let you go.
It don't make no sense, huh?
So Smitty put him, I mean, I hate that Smitty got himself in a situation like this, knowing his situation. But Buddy was wrong for this. Bro, okay, let's just say for the sake of argument, you get what you want.
Hold on, time out. Just by the way he's moving, he ain't going nowhere. Let's start there. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't letting
You
him
don't
go.
think so?
No, hell no. He ain't even that type.
He done got the what you call it. He done got the woman hack the woman account.
Listen, ain't nobody going through all that's leaving. Anybody going through all that's leaving. You're not doing all that if you're leaving, huh? You know what? I'm gonna save myself an embarrassment.
There you go. Just walk
And
away.
I'm gone.
Just walk away. Ain't nobody gonna know. Three people gonna know. Me, her, and the good man upstairs.
That's it. Yeah. Hey, it's a dirty game, huh? And it's been that way for a long time. That's why you got to learn to play it.
Yeah.
Got to learn to play it and bow out with grace.
Yeah, man. He hurt the Ocho. That's hurt. I mean, Ocho. Just like
hurt by yourself, huh? Hurt by yourself. You know how you get over hurt? Get under somebody else. That's how you get over hurt. Get under somebody else. Consistently, you will be fine. In order you remember.
When I told you that, when I said that, you talk about, you ain't gonna heal.
I said that.
You told me I needed to heal.
Oh, this is different circumstances. You wasn't married. Yeah, this is different. Always remember, Chad. Write this down. Get your notepad out. She's not yours.
And this man tried to die by, ain't there some kind of fraternization? Bro, stop it. You ain't no military. Steve Smith is not no superior to her.
Hey, fraternal who?
Fraternization.
Man, you don't go on about your business, man. Hey, pack your bags, boy. Start over, man. It's cool. It's a lot more out there.
All right, Ocho, check this out. Sheduer Sanders, considered one of the top 2 players at the position available in April's draft, will not work out at the scouting combine in Indy this week. Though Sanders won't work out, he will meet with teams in Indy. Quarterbacks are scheduled to arrive Tuesday at the combine, which formally opens Monday. Their on-field workouts are slated for Saturday. Sheduer is expected to throw on campus next month at Colorado's Pro Day. Ocho, you like this?
Yeah, I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with that at all. And not at all. Listen, there's enough film out there on Shedeur Sanders. We know we can throw the ball. There's no need to throw in front of the scouts. Throw where it's most important. Huh? If the scouts want to see you throw, look at the film. Turn it on. You have a lot of film from Jackson State to Colorado to high school. We know what he can do. We know what he can do with his arm. We've seen him do it before. Pro Day is where it's going to be nice. Y'all come out here. You want to see me throw? Come on out here to the Pro Day. No need to throw there. There are certain people that have to put their presentation on as far as throwing and what they can do as far as agility wise at the quarterback position at the combine. Shedeur's not one of them. Have you seen the training session with him and Cam Ward?
I have.
They hilarious.
They are.
They are. Funny, man. They remember the movie Two Old Grumpy Men or something like that.
Grumpy Old Men.
Yeah. They remind me of them too. I don't know why. It's really funny. That's good content between them two.
Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
Oh, you remember the names? Okay. Okay. You ready? You ready for Hollywood? Okay.
And didn't what you call him try? I think didn't what you call him do a remake of that? Morgan Freeman and somebody. Didn't they do a remake? I know that if I'm not mistaken, I know Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau.
That was the original Grumpy Old Men.
Ocho, they mad at us talking about we try to make Smitty seem like a victim. Ain't nobody say Smitty a victim. All I'm saying is,
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who?
With-
Hold on. Smitty is the victim here. What are they talking about?
Smitty ain't no victim.
He not?
No.
Wait, he didn't know?
Let's just go here, not a victim.
Okay. He not a victim. So the wife.
But we weren't trying to make him a victim. All we were saying is that it was two consenting adults.
Right.
What he knew, I'm not here to say what he knew because I don't know. Smitty ain't never talked to me about it, and I don't talk about it, so I don't know what Smitty knew, when he knew, or how he found out. That's not what I'm saying. All Ocho and I were saying is that, bro, your problem should be with her, not him. Smitty isn't married to you. Smitty is not under the Smitty doesn't owe you anything. She owes you that. She owes you loyalty. She owes you commitment, not Smitty.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to look. Let me look in the chat and see who the hell is mentioning Smitty in the first place and not focus on the goddamn wife and the husband.
That's all I'm saying. Look, I'm saying, look, all I'm saying is that the guy, whatever the party is, the other party doesn't owe the individual anything, because if it's a female, be mad at your husband, not the female, because the female is not in the relationship with you. The female, if you're married, the female didn't make a commitment to you before God. Smitty did not make no commitment to this guy. The guy and the young lady they took those vows. Those vows are sacred to them. That's what I'm saying. That's my stance. Now, all that other stuff, however they want to take it, whatever y'all want to take out of that, that's all I'm saying. Me, hey, you just keep it moving. If you're in a relationship, hey, I don't think this thing is going to work out between us, whatever the case. Maybe that's what she wants you to do, and you go ahead and move on. If you're married, hey, go ahead and get your lawyer, draw this paper up, boom, 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 and keep it moving. It's really that simple, Ocho.
Hey.
Yes.
Human nature is undefeated. Next topic.
Yeah. Jordan Love has reportedly been recruiting DaVante Adams. Can you see DaVante going back to Green Bay?
Ooh, that's a good one. A nice veteran present for them young bulls out there. I like it. I like it. It makes sense to me. Romeo Dobbs, Watson coming back off injury. We got Wicks, Reed, DaVante Adams is the veteran presence to show them boys, listen, this how you get it done. I like it. It's a nice viable weapon that's consistent, can still play the game. He still got that sauce. There's nothing wrong with him. He might even he got a little age on him, but I like that look. I like that look. I like what Jordan Love is doing too. And I'm sure LaFleur will open him back with open arms. I'm sure the Green Bay organization will open him back with open arms. I don't think he left them with a bad taste in their mouth as far as when he did leave, but I think it'd be a good thing.
I think the thing when you got small kids, Ocho, the thing is that DaVante has kids. And probably after October, they're not going to be able to go outside because there's going to be snow on the ground.
Right, but it's been that way for 8 years when he was there the first time, huh?
And I think the thing is that's one of the reasons why he went to Vegas. Okay. He liked Vegas.
Right.
Because he turned down more money. He left more money in Green Bay. Now, maybe he got that money back because there's no state income tax, but plus the kids get to go outside for the most part 9 months out of the year. Now, there's 3 months, it's too hot. They're not going outside. But, Ocho, let's get, look, what Ocho and I is talking about is this situation. Now, I would feel the same way if Smitty's wife called her. because she is under no obligation to Smitty. You're in the marriage. That's how that works, Ocho. There's two sides. You and I are both looking at it. What we're saying is that we can only do what to our knowledge, Smitty's wife hasn't called the young lady. We're talking about the guy that called Smitty. We're not saying, look, if two people are married, yes, because both sides, somebody got hurt on both sides. Woman on one side, man on the other side, or vice versa. That's all we're saying, Ocho. We haven't heard anything from Smitty's side. All we're hearing is from her side, which is her husband. That's it. Smitty is going to, whatever transpires, Smitty is going to have a conversation. He's going to have to sit down and have a conversation with his wife. That's between them. Just like this should have been between him and her. That's all I'm saying. The public didn't have to hear about it. But he trying to embarrass Smitty because he's hurt. So that's what this was about.
Hurt people hurt people.
Yep. Ocho.
Hey, you know what?
Go ahead.
Hey, we've been seeing situations like this since the beginning of time. You know
And
that?
continue.
And it's gonna keep coming. And human nature is undefeated for the millionth time tonight.
All right, Ocho.
Yeah.
Mexico Burris has sold a giant Super Bowl
Lex, where my
ring.
dog at? Where my dog at?
Is that Super Bowl what? 52, 42? 42 XL? Oh, yeah. 30. Is that 37? 37. 37. XL is 30. 35. Okay, we was Super Bowl 35. No, it's gotta be 40 something, Ash. Because we were Super Bowl 35. XXX5. No, yeah. So 12 years. So it's been 2007. Yes. Okay, that's what I thought. 42. The highest anyone has ever paid for a Super Bowl ring. He sold the ring, Ocho. It went for $280,600 at auction. Burris made over $29 million in his career.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a
You make
question.
yes.
I mean, I'm curious. When people actually sell their rings or sell their memorabilia, especially Super Bowl rings like this, does that mean that they don't have money anymore, or he just wanted to get
I
rid
don't
of
know
it?
what it means. I don't want to speculate.
Okay.
I don't.
I
say Tom Brady. I saw Tom Brady auction off his watches. Do we think Tom Brady is destitute? I mean, he's making $37 million from Fox, plus all of his outside endeavors. So I don't think Tom Brady. Maybe he wanted to get rid of those watches. Maybe he wanted to replace them. I don't know. I don't. So I don't want to speculate. I know people will speculate because it's a super. I mean, you work so hard to get that, and now But sometimes it doesn't mean Super Bowl rings don't mean the same thing to everybody, Ocho.
They think you can't eat them rings. Them rings ain't paying the bills, but they can pay them bills once you get rid of them.
So Plex, he made over $29 million. Let's just say he made $30 million. We're gonna cut that in half for $15 million. Okay, he got to live. I think he had a wife, he got kids. Okay, he got in trouble with the law. That probably ate up $1 million right there.
Dang.
Man, Ocho, it don't take. And the problem is when you have money going out and you don't have any coming in.
Ooh.
See, that's the problem. So, Ocho, you used to having money coming in. So think about it. You got to live. Now, I don't know Plaque's lifestyle, but I'm saying you got a mortgage, you got car note, you got kids, you got wife, and you got nothing coming in.
Right. That's why. See, that's why. And see, and you wonder why I got 367 jobs. I got to live. I got kids. Like I want to get this mega yacht by the end of 2026, and it's only one way I'm gonna get it, by having multiple streams of income.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, bro.
Damn. Would you ever auction off one of your rings?
No, I got 3 kids. Each kid's gonna get a ring.
I like
Now,
that.
what they do with it after that, that's on them.
How do you decide which kid gets which ring?
The oldest, Kayla get the first one, Kiara get the second one, Pooh get the last one.
Now, is there a way to decipher which ring holds more valuable, is worth more than the other? Or you think it's all equal?
I don't think anything. That's the way I'm gonna split it up. When it comes to certain memorabilia, a lot of the stuff I'm gonna try to sell because I know they're gonna sell it. Now the gold jacket, that's not gonna sell. I probably end up donating that to Savannah State. Let them keep that. It's hard for them to keep stuff on campus because they're worried about people stealing it. They took my jersey down. They had my jersey up. They retired my jersey many years ago, but they took it out of the case because they were worried about somebody stealing it. And that's unfortunate. But yeah, each kid will get a ring. I'm very fortunate, 3 for 3. They'll get some stuff. Each one to get a Super Bowl jersey. Same thing, first, second, third. But most of the stuff, I'm just gonna end up selling it because I know they're gonna sell it. They're not gonna keep all those game balls that I won and stuff like that, Ocho. It's just the cleats and stuff like this. And I would like for them to, but it doesn't mean the same. It doesn't mean the same to them as it meant to me.
Right. So have you thought about what you want to give me, or I'm walking away empty-handed?
I got a nightcap hat with my sign on it. I got some boxing gloves. You can shoot me. You can shoot. We can have a 3-point competition for this LV basketball if you want to.
So they get the good stuff, and I get an LV basketball.
Bro, you ain't even got your own memorabilia. What the hell you gonna do with mine?
Sell it.
Exactly. that's why I'm beating them to the punch.
Yeah,
that's why I'm gonna beat them to the punch because I know that's what they're gonna do, and rightfully so. And I would just rather go ahead and take that out of the equation because, like, sometimes the appearance, I mean, they're gonna be taken care of, but somebody see them selling some, man, I know he left them all that money and they ain't got no money now. So
right.
I'm gonna take that off their plate. I tell you what, let me get that. Eagles help me. Eagles fans, I got something to sell y'all.
What you got? What you got, huh? What you got?
Eagles fans, y'all want to buy this? Old school.
Let me see the face mask. I can tell you who it is. Irvin Fryer.
Yep.
Am I right or wrong?
Yeah.
How did I guess that?
I don't know.
I saw the face mask.
So
I was either gonna go with Irvin Fryer or what's the receiver? What's my dog name? I can't remember my dog name. Played for the Bears. Played for the Eagles too. Alshon Jeffries.
Alshon, yeah.
I was gonna say Alshon and Irvin Fryer because I know I could tell receiver doesn't even have to have his helmet on, but I know who it is based on the team and then the face mask. That's weird.
I don't think they got these. I don't think they wear these helmets anymore.
No, not the helmet, but just the I don't know. It's weird how I can tell.
I'll be willing to get y'all might be willing to partake with that. I'm trying to think. Should I sell some of my memorabilia?
Yeah.
Ash shaking the head. Ash shaking the head though.
Hey, sell it and send me the proceeds.
Oh. Actually, I ain't selling anything. Ocho, Eagles DC Vic Fangio berated the defense in team meeting for the second half performance in the Super Bowl. Jalen Hunt, Hunt says, even after the Super Bowl, after the team meeting was going over the parade prep, Fangio made the defense stay back and go over the game. He gets to the second half and says, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. 22 points. He wants perfection. You like this, Ocho?
Man, it's cool. I like it. Listen, he's setting the precedent. He's setting the standard on what they're going to have to need to do and continue to do because they have the opportunity to win a dynasty. The team is very young, both sides of the ball. You know, you have a few older players, but they have a chance to do something special with the Chiefs. Almost were able to do. The Eagles have a chance to run it again. So coach understands that. And talking to his defense, where mainly really everybody's probably coming back next year, including some added pieces, via offseason acquisitions and the draft. So, I mean, you setting the tone, you setting the precedent early. I like it. I like it. It kind of extreme, especially after you already won, and you had such a large lead. I mean, you're gonna give up some points, but for the most part, I mean, they played extremely well. The reason why they were able to have a game the way they had is because of the defense in the first half.
For sure.
First half. They
played extremely well. And he wanted that same. He's like, y'all let up. We supposed to have a blank D. We supposed to be the only team to have to not let them score a point.
At all?
And that's what he was looking for. Yeah, he didn't want them to score a point.
Yeah, that would have been possible. Hell, they didn't even get a first down and didn't cross the 50-yard line the whole first half.
Mm-hmm.
The whole first half. Huh?
Go look at the Giants. How many yards did the Giants have against that Ravens defense? Jordan, go back and pull up the play-by-play for the Giants Ravens Super Bowl. I mean, you think I don't think they had 200 yards
of offense?
Yeah.
The Giants?
35. They had 152 total yards.
That's it? The whole game?
Give me the play-by-play. What they because they went. You ought to see what they. Oh, they just scored now. They scored on the kickoff. They didn't score no points on offense.
Yeah, that don't count.
They scored no points on offense. Oh yeah, but they was. You got the play-by-play? Okay. Hold on, Chad. You got. I mean, you got to see this when because they had like they. No, I need like play-by-play what the Giants did, like punt. It doesn't.
That's so. Hey, you know what's funny?
What that?
Like every time you talk, every time you stop talking, like
Yeah.
I'm sitting so close to the ocean.
Yeah.
I can hear the waves hitting, crashing up ashore every time you stop.
If I was in Miami, you like, man, I can hear that'd be hitting.
Hey man.
Let's see.
Hey, I want to know about the mink pajamas. I'm finna Google that. I want some of them.
They got a mink. What you call them?
Mink what?
Robe.
You serious?
Yeah.
Let me
LV.
see how much it is.
About 18.
1,800?
No.
Mink robe men's.
They got a new one. They just
Oh, these ain't that expensive, huh?
You looking at the
Dolce & Gabbana got a green one for $5.95.
You got it.
Bottega.
That's it. Oh.
Versace. I don't think this is the right kind of mink we talking about.
I'll send it to you. Here, can I take this out?
Well, that Bottega Veneta, nice.
Ocho.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The Giants, 3 plays, punt. 3 plays, they got 3 plays, no yard. 3 plays, 1 yard. 5 plays, 18 yards. 3 plays, 6 yards. Oh, here. Okay, 3 plays, 2 yards. 3 plays, 1 yard. Interception. 9 plays, 45 yards. 3 plays, interception. Interception. Punt. Interception. Touchdown. They ran the kickback. 3 plays, 0 yards. 3 plays, minus 4 yards. 3 plays, 4 yards. End of game.
Golly. Hold on. Oh, this is that Ravens defense from 2000.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
against the Giants. Against the Giants.
Listen, I seen them in person. I know what that looked like. So that's believable.
Them jokers with 3 plays, no yard. 3 plays, 1 yard. 5 plays, 18 yards. 3 plays, 6 yards. 3 plays, 2 yards. 3 plays, 1 yard. Interception. Punt. Interception. Interception. Punt. Interception. Touchdown. Punt. 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 End of game.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think y'all will see that again. Minority candidates are now 0 for 29 in getting NFL offensive coordinator jobs this season. 29 OC jobs in a row to white coaches, 0 to minorities. The USA Today are reporting. Ocho, what you think?
I mean, it's nothing new. I'm not even sure why they're reporting it. It's been going on for the longest. It's been going on for the longest, you know? I'm not even sure why we're reporting it now. We continue to have this same discourse every single time it comes around after jobs are taken or jobs are not given. We continue to say the same thing over and over and over. We continue to fight over and over and over for positions that they don't want us in. And they continuously make it clear that they don't want us in those positions. And yet, you know, we still fight for them. I'm not sure how long we're going to continue to keep fighting for the positions that obviously we deserve, that we are qualified for, but obviously those that aren't as qualified as those that are still get them before us for a reason, because they don't want us there. I'm not sure what else to say.
Yeah. We did get AG got 1 job. So
Yeah.
I guess baby steps, Ocho, baby steps.
Yeah. Listen, I'm with you. We've been crawling and taking baby steps for 400 years. But, you know.
Ocho, a question
Yeah.
went viral on Twitter. What old person thing do you do?
Oh, this is a good one. You know what? Old person thing that I do, probably go to bed early. You know, outside of nights we have nightcap.
Yeah.
I'm asleep by 9 p.m.
Yep.
I'm up at 5 a.m. And I'm not sure if you would consider sitting on the porch and people watching an old person thing, because everyone people watches in general. But I make it a thing to actually do when I go places. Like it's people watching is a extreme sport. It passed by so much time depending on where you are. At the airport, oh, amazing. At the mall, amazing. You can pass by, you can kill a lot of time people watching. And I'm not sure if you consider that an old people thing, being that they love sitting out on the porch and just being nosy in general. I consider that a form of people watching as well.
I don't sit out on my porch. I don't do nothing.
No?
I put clothes. Ocho, I work out in my garage and people just walk up. Hey, I thought that was you. How you doing? If you don't get your ass out of my garage, oh man, Ocho, listen. People think I'm lying. People don't have no filter. They don't have no nothing. People just walk. I'm talking about. I'm in my garage working out, and people will just walk up in the yard, walk up in the garage. I thought that was you. What you mean?
But you know, you're a good dude, man. You know, people feel that you're approachable.
Don't worry about it. I am approachable. They're constructing a fence right now. I'm getting a fence building encasing the whole property.
Really?
Man, y'all can't just walk up and now come on now.
You got to be accessible, man. You got to be a people's person, you know?
No, bro.
Invite him in for
hell
tea.
nah.
You got to do like they used to do back in the days. You know, when you meet your neighbors, you invite your neighbors in for tea, sit down, cup of coffee.
It's a different time now, Ocho. It's a different time. It ain't like it was when you and I grew up. It's different.
But listen, they're your
You
neighbors.
You gotta move different.
But you live in an area where you ain't got to worry about that.
No, I don't, bro. I ain't trusting nobody.
So if I walked in your driveway, you're not gonna trust me?
No. First of all, you better hurry up because the fence gonna be done in a couple of weeks. The gate's gonna be up in a couple of
I'm
weeks.
not even tripping because I'll hop the gate. I'm not tripping.
Don't worry about it. Hey, you definitely be hopping. I promise you be hopping. You definitely will be hopping. I promise you.
Yeah. Oh, you gonna shoot at me?
Oh yeah, you be hopping. Ocho, another day, another Twitter debate. A ninja sent me $20 and told me to go shopping. I must be finna order Shine card or something, child. I don't know what the F I'm gonna do with that.
What?
Is $200 enough to go shopping, Ocho?
$200?
Yeah.
Hey, you know how many outfits a woman can get with $200 on Shine, on Fashion Nova? If you can dress, the key words. Do you know how many outfits you can get on Shine or Fashion Nova for $200 if you can dress? All you need is a pair of heels. All you need is a pair of heels and a purse and a clutch. That's it. That's it. For women, it don't take much. You don't have to have on designer. You don't have
Yeah,
to
they
have
do.
a nice $1,000 outfit. If you know how to piece things together, an outfit with $200 from Shine and Fashion Nova, you can kill them. You can
Well, they
kill
want
them.
you to-
I've seen women do it.
Okay, here's the piece they want to put. They want you to send $500, $500 to $1,000 for shoes. They want you to send another $500 to $1,000 for their hair. They want you to send another $250 for their nails, and they want you to put another $2,000 for the outfit. That's the piecing together they want you to do.
Certain women need to be self-aware. Self-awareness is very important. You need to be self-aware. Are you really that girl to be able to attract those type of men that are doing those type of things? If you know you're not, like, why even think about it? Why even think about it? Look in the mirror. Be honest with yourself.
What
Am
they
I
said,
really
is
going?
she in? Hey, how y'all say that? What is it? She in?
Shine.
Is Sheen? Is Sheen? Oh.
Yeah, Sheen. Listen, am I really going to attract the kind of man that's going to change my lifestyle with one check? Am I going to attract one of those men that can change my life at the drop of a hat? Probably not. There's a very small percentage of women that are going to meet those type of individuals. So get that out your head. It's okay. $200 is enough. It's enough to get what you need to do. It's enough, huh? I'm telling you, I done seen women in $5 dresses with heels and a clutch look like $1 million.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You're right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about no shopping where women shop at.
I do.
What is that? What that thing?
I do.
What they buy? What do women buy the shoes at?
I mean, depend what shoes you're talking about. Well, we
No,
got
there's a site. Hold on.
it's so many. Sophia Webster, YSL.
No,
Bottega.
it's hold on. It's like when you if you can't find it, hold on. No, hell no.
What they say back there?
Talk about Zappos.
What's that? What's Zappos?
I guess that's where you buy stuff from.
Okay.
What is that? Netta Porter. Y'all ever heard of Netta Porter? Mr. Porter? Yeah. She definitely wasn't shopping there.
Hey, women got to understand, boy. Hey, $200. You know what you could do with $200 now? If you know
Clearly,
how to
this girl,
dress,
this woman couldn't do anything with it.
but if you know
Posh.
how to dress,
What about
$200
Posh? Is
goes a
Posh
long
something?
way.
Is Pasha a site? Pasha Mark? Oh. Man, I don't know. Man, let me get off here. She ain't bought nothing.
Hey.
Man, please.
Kirby.
Man, I'm about to look. Y'all got me looking good. And I ain't bought
Hey,
I ain't bought anything. I ain't ordered nothing up nowhere. And only thing my credit card did is pay for food. I can't. I don't think I've ever used. I've never used my. She never used the credit card, but I've never ordered anything offline.
Right. Oh, I don't. But listen, I don't play. But I've been ordering offline, especially on Instagrams. You sometimes scrolling through the explore page, you come across some of those really dope sites that sell clothes. And most of the time, in the UK too. Hey, there's a line called that I really enjoy this brand called St. Perry. The price point ain't crazy. Real nice. Casual looking stuff, man. You got to start going online. Hey, let me shop for you. Let me be your personal shopper.
No, I'm good. I got Shelly for that.
Okay, okay. So you trying to say you think Shelly has the same vision when it comes to fashion as me?
No,
Okay, okay, okay.
but
Well, let me style you one time. Let me just one
mm-mm,
time.
mm-mm.
That's what I do. You know, this year 2025, I'm Mr. Put that shit on. Oh, damn it. I've been doing good all show. My bad.
You've been doing good. You've been doing better.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Let me get off this. I ain't ordered because it ain't like I could order something.
Hey, but
I
hey,
mean, man, you
honestly,
need to learn how to do stuff for yourself. Why? If I learn how to do stuff for myself, I'll put somebody out of work.
that's a good one. I like that. That's a good
I
one.
gotta.
That's a good one.
All right, Ocho, it's
Oh, wait,
time.
before we
Yeah.
go, and this is for the ladies in the chat. You have to understand, even with $200, please understand, you don't have to be outlandish with what you put on. It's not on you. It's in you. You know, you can have a $5 outfit. All you need is some heels. Don't let the heels wear you. You wear the heels. There's a difference. Understand where I'm coming from, especially when it comes to that. You know, you see too many women out here with nice heels on, and the heels are wearing them instead of the other way around. Nice clutch, nice purse. You ain't got to do too much. $5 outfit. It's all in the walk.
I ain't
Okay.
got nothing.
Oh,
Like I said, ain't no sense in me lying. No, hey, Shelly can handle that. She do. She just order stuff. Hey, I try it on. If I like it, I keep it. If not, she send it back. I'm not finna go into no store and try stuff on. I ain't got no patience. Ain't no sense
Right.
in me lying. Cause hey, she set time aside. Say okay, tomorrow we got 20 minutes. You're
Yeah.
gonna do X, Y, and Z. Other than that, I ain't doing nothing. I
Mm.
just don't have the patience, Ocho. I don't. So I ain't
Listen,
gonna hold you.
I'm with you when you're right. I think you don't have the patience as well, obviously, because you really can't wear off the rack too. You
No.
can't wear off the rack. I could wear off the rack. Now I can wear off the rack. I can go anywhere, grab something, get my size. Obviously, I get it tailored in the fit me the right way. So
Right.
make small corrections to it. But I understand your frustrations though.
Yeah, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. All right, Ocho. It's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q&A.
Damn, we finished already? I was feeling good tonight.
Time moving.
Shout out to all my Bahamian followers. I know y'all probably watching tonight. Appreciate y'all.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy. Hey, fam. Huge congratulations on your NAACP awards. Your hard work and dedication are truly inspiring.
Hey,
What?
that's
I'm so
live.
proud of you. Thanks, Doc. I greatly appreciate that. And I want y'all to lock the door too when y'all go out. I'm going upstairs. I believe, I believe y'all. I believe y'all. Okay. We shall come out that room. Tony Boy said, hey guys, congratulations on the well-deserved award. I recently saw a clip of your brother Sterling with straps attached to the back of his helmet and shoulder pads. What's the story? He had a habit of dropping his head. And so he didn't want to drop his head. So the straps kept him from dipping his head too low. So that's what the straps on the back of his helmet, they're attached to his shoulder pads, fastened on the back of his helmet. And so that's why he had that apparatus concocted. So it would prevent him from dipping his head. Tyron said, what's up, Uncle Ocho? Which quarterback would y'all select first in the draft, Cam Ward or Sheduer Sanders?
It depends on the team. It depends on the team. Both quarterbacks are different. You know, they both offer you two different styles of play. Obviously, they both throw the ball, but it depends on the team.
It really does. They're really totally different. Cam is a little bit more mobile, probably have a little bit more liver arm. Sheduer is more accurate, probably a little better. The pocket, he performs probably a little better inside the pocket, Ocho,
His
with the
pocket
subtle
presence.
movements. He's not going to run away from anybody. He is a prototypical drop back passer.
Yes, sir.
That's what he is. He's a prototypical drop back passer. Very well coached. Been a quarterback his whole life, as I'm sure Cam has. I'm sure he's played no other positions other than quarterbacks. And so it all depends on the type of offense that you're going to run. Does it require a little bit more mobility? Well, if it does, you're probably going to go with Cam Ward. If it doesn't, you're probably going to go with Sheduer. Kevin, yo, do you have any stories about the Cavs parade and let everyone know how crazy the city was that day? The GOAT James brought it home. Man, I remember being on First Take back then, and I remember telling Skip that, hey, undisputed. No, it was Skip. No, remember when they won, I was on First Take. Skip was still there. They beat the Warriors. They beat the, yeah, that was before undisputed. And I told him I'm going to the parade. He's like, they're gonna. I said they're gonna come back. I said, Go James got this. Go James got this thing in the bag.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I was like, man, I wasn't gonna go. And then Charles Oakley called. Oak been cool for about 30 plus. He said, man, you say you gonna come. He said, hey, I already got passes, blah, blah, blah. Man, just catch a flight, I'll pick you up at the airport. Man, I called him and said, hey, Oak, I'm on the way. He picked me up from the airport, went to the parade, dapped up LeBron, JR, Kyrie. Man, it was amazing. Got back on the plane, went home. Man, that was great, man. I could just, I can imagine Cleveland having struggled, looking for a championship. I don't think they had won a championship since '57. And here they are in a situation, and they down 3-1. No one has ever come from NBA Finals after being down 3-1, and they did it against a historically great team, a team that had went 73-9, had only lost 9 games that year, and had the first unanimous MVP.
That's crazy.
Don't let Stephen A. off the hook on First Take. Tomorrow, all I know is the Lakers got killed. Started the show with him. Get it. Yeah, I got it. Oh, I know they're not gonna beat the Lakers. Who think they're gonna beat the Nuggets? I don't. You sure about that? Did you see? Are you sure about Gold James? Because the last game he dropped 40 on Portland. Everybody say, "Oh, that ain't nobody but Portland." I ain't seen nobody say nothing about what they did to the Nuggets.
What he drop today, huh? About 30?
Nah, Luka had 32. He had
Yeah,
25. Austin Reeves had 23, and Rui had 21.
So it's just that fast. His last game he had 14. And he come back tonight.
No, he had 40.
No, I'm talking about Luka.
Oh yeah.
He had 14. Now this is game just that fast. He done snap back in the rhythm.
Yep. Nah, y'all didn't say one game when they lost to the Hornets. You didn't say it's one game. Now, I noticed when they lose, they lost. He would have did this. Kobe would have never lost to this team. Jordan would have never lost to this team. Now they beat the Nuggets. It's one game. It's never one game when he lose. It's always one game when he wins.
Yeah.
Isaiah Lancaster, what's good, Uncle Ocho? Who's been the 4 most influential players in NFL history? Your opinion. Also, if Joe Burrow requested a trade in the future, where could you see him going? LT from a defensive perspective, time, Jerry from a receiver perspective. For me, it'll be LT, time, Jerry. The fourth got to be a quarterback, Ocho. You got to still go somebody way back when that started throwing the football.
Yeah.
Because LT made 2 position famous, the rush linebacker and the left tackle. So you had to be him. And then everybody wanted to go get locked down, cover corner, time. Who you like?
I'm obviously
Tanner, Johnny Unitas.
it's pretty simple. Hey, listen, I'm going with LT as well. Obviously, Prime sets the bar high as far as the DB position, and Jerry Rice is the standard. He always has been the standard. And for the quarterback, for me, the most influential, I mean, Brady is a little too recent, so I'd probably go with Joe Montana maybe, and that might be almost a little too recent. But
Probably go to Johnny Unitas or somebody like that.
Probably Johnny, maybe Broadway Joe. I don't know.
Frank Tank 921. Hey, Unc and Ocho, when watching football games live, what are some of the keys you look for to understand the offense defense is trying to do? Get details as you can for us. Um, it's kind of now if they give us a wide look, I can tell. Okay, you in 2x1, 3x1, you in an empty set. You in a zone. You in you in an offset. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Defense. I mean, I'm trying to look at it. Okay, they're in a nickel defense. They're in dime defense. I'm trying to get where is the safety, or they're in single high safety. They're in cover two. They're in two man. They're in quarters. Because that'll give you an idea of how they're going to try to attack it. Now, obviously, I'm trying to hold on to the last possible second because I don't want the quarterback to get too much information. So I'm trying to hold it to safety. They're playing around Ocho. They rocking and rolling. I'm finna come down. No, I ain't. Yeah, here I come. Or you see guys up in the A gap, they're mugging, knowing all the while they're gonna back out. Right. But for me, I'm looking at the slot guy, and I'm looking where that safety is. Because if that safety creeping down, that slot guy coming. Because somebody got to cover the guy that he's leaving.
Right.
So if I see him inching down, oh, he coming. I mean, he looking inside, and that safety back, man, get out of here. You ain't doing nothing. Mm-hmm. Ain't no way that safety gonna be back in his normal depth. And you talking about coming and leave that guy because all they gonna do is raise up and throw him the ball, and he gonna get a first down before the safety can get down there and get it.
Every time.
So there are a lot of keys, and it's really hard. I mean, you would really have to I would really have to sit down and say, okay, this is what they're in offensively. They're in a trip set. They're in a bunch. They're in a stack. They're in a 2x1, 3x1. They're in an empty set. They're in an I formation. They're in an offset I. They're in a zone read. Now, here's the weakness of the defense. In this formation, this is where the defense is weak. They know they're weak in this defense, so they got to compensate for it. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot. That's why I don't need to sound. I don't need people all in my ear talking. Trying to tell me what I'm looking for. Dexter Jones, Unc, I ain't gonna lie. It's kind of hard to believe people just taking your headphones out of you and snapping back.
That sounds difficult too, but that's crazy.
They do, bro. Well, and just like they walk up in my garage when I'm working out, they do that too. They do. If I'm in the gym, that's why I just stop wearing them because I don't really like to wear headphones in the gym. I just like to hear the sound move. I like to hear my breath. People just, tap you on the shoulder or they take your headphones off and ask you a question. So, but in the airport, yes, that's what they do. So, hey, Uncle Ocho, way too many people are getting married when they aren't done being single. The problem is getting married. The problem is the marriage. Think about it. Make a point.
I don't like the point.
Problem is, if you're a man, you gotta have your thing. You gotta have your ding-a-ling under control.
Same thing been happening.
If you're a woman, you gotta have your hoo-ha gotta be cooled down. Yeah. It ain't complicated.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, huh?
Okay. James Coleman, why is he mad at Steve Smith? That man's wife threw it at him, and Steve did what a receiver does best. He caught it. Look, man, you're not thinking straight. You call, you post stuff. That's the way people do stuff now.
Yeah.
Way back then, before they had no media. I mean, sure, guys call, guys fronted guys hurt other guys. But now it's all about trying to embarrass somebody, trying to put your business out there on social media. You look bad. Yeah, you out as Smitty, but you look bad. You look worse.
And he might face some legal action for doing some things he shouldn't have done, as far as posting screenshots, posting text messages, hacking the email. I'm not sure what the rules might be wherever they're from, just in general, but he might be facing some legal action.
Yeah, if you would, because in Texas it's illegal to go into your spouse's phone without a permission or her or his permission. So if you go in somebody's phone, that's a fine, that's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Should
Yeah.
be universal. Dexter Jones says, Ocho, we love to hear Demon Time stories. Can we get one of the Ocho Florida boys Demon Time story with respect to Rail? Nah, he tried to get back together. Let that man live, man. We'll get it, we're gonna have some stories.
Yeah, I got some good ones, boy. I got some, boy. Listen, boy, I got about 30
I'm
years.
finna sell my story. I ain't telling no more stories.
Hey.
I'm lying.
Hey,
Yeah.
whoever just asked that question, boy, I got 25 years of experience, boy, on the other side of that spectrum. You hear me? I got some good ones, boy. I'm talking about some good ones, which is why my mentality is the way it is, because I done been on the other side and I know what it looked like. I know what the play is. You feel me? I know what the play is. That's why I don't really let that. Now I'm on the up end of the spectrum, so I already know, boom, okay, that's what it is. I respect it and I move accordingly. You feel me? I'm saying a little, but I'm saying a lot. Some people gonna pick it up, some people not gonna understand what I'm talking about. But you know what it is.
Andy P. Bodybuilder said, hey, do you think sport like bodybuilding can ever be mainstream like it used to be or not because of open PED usage? Nah, I don't think bodybuilding was ever mainstream because it's, people look at it and they feel they see they're artificially enhanced. And see, that's why people get so upset when professional athletes, football, baseball, basketball players. Now, it's not the same. Now, baseball, people don't look as down on it like they do baseball. Basketball players don't really use PEDs. Not to the extent of like football and baseball players, especially the baseball players, Ocho, in the 90s and early 2000s when, no, I don't think bodybuilding will ever be. It's a niche sport. I love it. I used to go to the shows all the time. The Olympia, the Arnold, went to Ironman, Chicago, Atlanta. I mean, me and my brother used to go to a lot of the shows. I used to go to all the shows, the Nationals, the NPCs. But no, I don't think it'll ever be mainstream like football, baseball, basketball, tennis, soccer. No.
Yeah.
Much love, Cash. Hey,
Shannon,
Shannon, Ocho. Nola was live. Can't wait for the next tour start. Shannon, you ever consider seriously dating a nurse? All we want is a foot massage, new scrubs, and occasional vacation. Asking for a friend. Damn. What's really going on, Ocho?
You shooting that shot, huh? Huh?
Yeah,
Hey, act like you the hoop and let her in now.
Them nurses, man. Them nurses be on demon time, Ocho.
Hey, she just pulled up on you like Steph Curry, boy.
Yeah, from distance.
Yeah. Get the number. Send your number. Send him a DM. I like that. I like. See, that's the kind of woman you need to be with right there. Somebody that's assertive, aggressive, not scared to shoot their shot.
Yes.
In front of everybody.
Yeah, the world.
Yeah.
Yes. Somebody asked, are we coming out with a special version of Laportier for Nightcap? No, but we're coming out with a special version of Laportier, a very, very premium blend. Excuse me. That's what last year we was over in Bordeaux in Cognac. That's what my partners and I were doing. We were over there blending, and we think we got a formula that's going to be really, really good. We like the taste. We let it sit for about 3 or 4 months, and so yes, I think we got something special on our hands. Obviously, you wanted to taste good, but hopefully we can win some awards like we did with the first one. But the most important thing for us is taste. That concludes this episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Make sure you subscribe to, please make sure you subscribe and hit the like button, because y'all know me, I'm your favorite ump. That guy, the Liberty City legend, the Bingo Ring of Fame honoree, the Pro Bowler, that's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Make sure you go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscriber counts. We thank you for your support and your continued support, because without you, there could be no us. Please make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. What better way to celebrate 2025 and all the great things that's going to happen for you and to you than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier. Now, if you can't find a bottle in a city or a state near you, order it. We'll ship it directly to your door. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company page on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media and my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. We just dropped our Nightcap and Chill collection this month, as well as restocked Super Bowl shirts, Super Bowl show shirts, hoodies, hats, drop tomorrow. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. This is one of the shirts
that I don't have yet.
You do. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Supplies are limited. Once they're gone, they're gone. Thank you to the NAACP Image Awards for having me last night. Thank you guys, BET. You did an unbelievable job putting it on. The Image Awards, it was great to see people look like me, supporting one another, rooting, cheering for one another. And I want to thank a special thanks, guys. We won Club Shay won Best Podcast, Society, and Culture. But it was because of you, the fans, that made that possible. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart, Shay Media. CJ and his team over there at Pink Deer did an unbelievable job. My partners, The Volume, thank you guys. I appreciate all the support that you've given me. These 2 years, it's been amazing. So, but I thank you guys, the fans, because you guys made this possible. You made that award possible. So thank you very much again. That concludes this episode of Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We'll see you tomorrow.
Mañana.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I haven't done much today. I've been chilling for the most part.
What you been up to? Busy day?
It's been so busy.
You trying to come over later?
What do you want to do?
I mean, we could just like nightcap and chill.
Usual, you know.
Okay, I'll come over.
Yeah?
I'll be over in 15.
15 minutes, but
Okay, I'll see you soon.
All right, bye.